Got it.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to the Night Sports Den. I'm Ryan Eastman, and joining me tonight is Zane Donovan. How you doing tonight, Zane?
I've been doing really fine. I finally got out of the desk job and finally have the opportunity to commentate a game with journalist.
It's okay. Just because Marcus is indisposed of, I did not do anything bad to him. I promise. He is just too busy here to be here tonight.
I heard that he's on maternity leave, but
Oh God, do you really want to pick a fight? You might go through the desk when he sees you next time.
no, I'm like 5'9" and weigh 100 pounds. So
Okay, you're gonna bounce off the desk. The desk wins. You break. The desk survives. So, anyway, Zane, we are here in Las Vegas watching the Texas Lone Stars traveling on the road. What are your thoughts on these two teams? Because both of them have been struggling this season.
yeah, it's been a really difficult road for them. But everything could happen at the last second. We have seen other teams and all everything else in between.
Yeah, I will say though the chances of have a turnaround for either team is kind of low, considering Las Vegas is sitting at 14 and 32, about 10 games back from the eighth seed, and Texas is in a little bit worse position, 11 and 35. Both teams definitely pretty far out of the chase with only close to 30 games left for them to make up this difference here. But like you said, teams turn around. Las Vegas recently, in fact, performing a big trade with Baltimore, sending off Sho Masaru for Quintessa Hartnett. Any thoughts on that trade?
It's no secret that Shumasaru is, for all that the bouncing he did, it's actually a really good player, but it's not what Vegas needed at the moment. So some relief at the big for position would absolutely please to a little bit more.
I would agree there with Lisa DuPont definitely stepping up for LVG. Show kind of found himself without a job, and good on Vegas at least trading him off. He was on his last year of his contract, and so is Quintessa, but they picked up a player that they could use now versus just a bench role. So,
I
go ahead.
I think Baltimore also would work for Show in a little bit of a tangent. I think Baltimore would work for Shumasaru once free agency arrives. So he manages to get a little bit more time and money.
Yeah, very true. Baltimore getting familiar with the team might give Baltimore a edge in free agency to sign him, especially if he works out well there. But back to these two teams here tonight. What matchups are you keeping an eye on here?
Definitely, I want to see. This might be the first or second game of Harnett with a Las Vegas jersey. So this is the do. This is the to accommodate still to the dynamics of the team. So mesh with the team and history work for the eventual victory.
Yeah, and to be fair, she is the veteran matching up against one of Texas's three rookie starters. So even though she may still be kind of meshing with the team, you have to kind of favor her in the matchup here tonight. My eye is going to be on the shooting guard role between Misha Maxwell and Marcus Knight. Both players arguably are the best players on their respective teams. So which player is able to step up and contribute more might be the deciding factor here tonight. Personally, I am leaning towards Las Vegas here. Who are you calling tonight?
I may be calling Las Vegas, but we know Marcus is a good player, and we know who knows if one of the rookies that has the motivation of being on the spotlight tonight to really drive the force forward.
Yeah, that's the big thing with the rookies. You never quite know what to expect from them. They are a bit inconsistent at times, and they can be soaring high as an eagle, but then come crashing down to earth very quickly. And in fact, it looks like both teams are getting ready to take the floor. Like I say, you see the starting lineup there between the two of them. Cassie Whitelatch, also another acquisition. not too long ago for Texas.
To be fair, he has worked well with Bangor. Owen?
Yep, and Texas will, in fact, win the tip-off.
On the perimeter. Conway.
Yep, and a quick foul there from Kirkpatrick, the former Pittsburgh player, was traded over to LVG a few years ago.
For long, he has been a little bit of a force on Las Vegas.
And a quick foul again, this time on Hartnett.
Talking about making an introduction.
Well, I mean, 15 seconds into the game and 2 quick fouls here, perhaps showing what the coach is pushing for, some aggression, as we're going to see Whitelatch at the inbound. Over to Summers, the rookie, calling for the screen. Gets by his defender and goes for the long 2. It is good, though. First bucket.
And that opens the score.
Yep. Las Vegas going to try and answer back here is Lisa DuPont choosing to forgo her compression shirt tonight, and she's going to go to the line for 2. I don't know about you. Can you see it from here? It looks like she has some kind of fur missing around her neck.
I can tell if it's like a fur or a dye job or maybe a little bit of a shaving style, but I don't know. But
I mean, from here it's kind of hard to make out, but we're going to see her go to the line for 2.
Maybe the style change could bring a little bit of good luck.
Yeah, compression shirts and sleeves can throw players off if they're not used to them. And I guess even going without them might have a factor here, as she is good on the first. Chance to tie it up here if she makes it, but 30 seconds in. Keep an eye on LVG's foul situation since they got 2 so early.
Maybe that's the key. Maybe that's what Texas wants to do, to really a little bit.
Well, yeah, especially since one's already on Hartnett. Expect them to attack the post here. I mean, obviously they gave up those fouls on reach-in calls, not the most productive way to create a bad foul situation. And Knight getting it back to Conway. Conway got to try taking it on his own.
Oh, yeah, almost loses it.
Yeah, but Whitelatch with the offensive rebound and putback, and Kirkpatrick already with his second foul. Not even a minute into this game. I expect him to be benched here.
I know he has been a little bit vocal and has some issues, but you can't let that mess up with your game. Oh, and here comes the name you love the most.
Yep. Oh God, Moby. But that's the one good thing about LVG is they have acquired quite a bit of depth at forward. I mean, they picked up Theodore Rockwell this offseason to kind of bolster that forward depth. And no good on the free throw. Texas 4-2 here.
Fun with the ball.
She's matching up one-on-one with the rookie Dennis Summers as well. But that's going to be another, I guess you could say, interesting matchup between the 2 rookie point guards.
I know that Dennis Summers has done really well on his combine. Has been some trust for Las Vegas for Lisa and has paid off, and it has paid off.
And we see Whitelatch with the dunk.
Oh.
The assist from Dennis. Nice chemistry there between the 2.
This is not holding back from the get-go, so Las Vegas needs to get thinking.
Yeah, no, actually we're going to see a foul from Knight here. You know, it's just going to give it LVG a chance to reset the play. So I guess a big thing for LVG we're seeing is the fact that they are under a new coach now, Sarkis Gorski. Any thoughts on changing coach mid-season like this?
It's always a little bit telling that something has happened behind the scenes with the old coach. So we don't know how severe it is, because a coach normally doesn't just go off mid-season.
Yeah, and we see some missed threes there, opportunities from LVG. And yeah, changing a coach mid-season is a very big decision to make. I mean, I'm not saying that they've given up on the season, but perhaps they're trying to keep the players happy by bringing in some new blood, because the coach probably lost the locker room, in all honesty. And fouled
so
Finris this time with the reach-in foul.
And so it could be a case of better the devil you know.
True, but at the same time, the players want to win. So if the LVG was concerned about them in free agency, and ooh, White Latch, his paw just slipped out of bounds there. Going to be a turnover for Texas.
Well, you know, if a team has to make a bet, it better be from Las Vegas.
Well, I mean, the house always wins, right? I mean, isn't that how LVG's stadium works too?
That's how every stadium hopes to work.
And oh wow, almost an alley-oop attempt from Lisa to does not work out though. Ball a little off course, but Lisa going to catch the pass in the post and intercept it. Misha to Moby. Moby off the glass is good.
That's why I call leaving it hanging.
Yeah, well, that lucky there because the defense was slow to get back. Lisa saving an easy bucket there. Nigel.
Conway.
Yeah, he calls for the screen and goes for a little bit of a mid-range shot, but draped by the defense.
At this point, I would say literally draped by the defense. I couldn't see him.
Yeah, and Dennis with the nice steal on DuPont. Gonna go for a floater.
It was a smart decision. He was like really, they were like nipping on his heels.
Well, then he had the big fur in front of him. A regular shot would have been blocked, just having to throw it up there and kind of give it a hope and a prayer.
Well, Barnett.
And that's something else that, intercepted by DuPont's pass. And Nigel going to go the other way and slam it down on the fast break.
That was gifted to him. That was just what he had to do.
Yeah, getting out on some speed. But I was going to say one thing that Hartnett brings to this team is size. It's 7'8", probably the largest fur on LVG. So keep an eye on how that affects it. Fenris gets the ball stripped from him, and Conway going to bring it back. And Summers again, high teardrop, no good. Offensive rebound by White Latch, put it up for second chance opportunity, no good. Airballed it. DuPont with the rebound.
I know basketball's bounce, but that was like one of the highest airs I've seen in a while.
Yeah. And LVG trying to get something going here.
Matias with the ball. Matias with the ball.
And airballed it, Moby. And we're going to see Summers back alley off the glass. Quickly building a lead here. Expect LVG to call a timeout maybe.
I know Summers may be a rookie, but from what I've seen, he doesn't have the attitude of a rookie.
Yeah, I mean, it's clear there's some frustration even going on when the season started with him. And Texas is one of those challenging teams with almost like they're constantly in the rebuilding phase, just because with how many rookies seem to cycle through. I mean, we can't forget the 2015 draft where they drafted Francois Marnoux, and obviously he's no longer on the team now, making headroads in Edmonton.
He's not the first Canadian that gets traded.
No, he's not. And Misha able to put the first bucket for LVG in a few minutes here, 6-12.
On pass to Conway.
And Summers.
And three.
It is good from beyond the arc.
I almost thought it would bounce off, but he sunk it in.
Yeah, barely got a little lucky there. It rimmed around a few times. And Knight with the steal for Texas. They are on a roll here. Is he going to go for a free throw shot? No good, though.
Oh, good play, but no cigar.
And on the other end, Moby, the ball's looked stuck there for a second, but unfortunately rolled out. White Latch with the rebound.
I almost thought we were going to have to call maintenance.
I mean, technically the refs do blow a dead ball if it gets stuck up there, but we haven't seen that happen in a little while in SportsDen.
Like poking with a broom or something to get it out.
Isn't that what Jake's for? I mean, just poke him in the head with it. And no good. Misha going to bring it up for Texas.
Oh, she almost loses it, but recovers it. One better.
And Lisa now with the ball. Only had a few seconds to make a decision, but fouled by Nigel. That's his second now.
Almost hit the floor on that one.
Yeah, that's another player now in foul trouble, and we're going to see some substitutions for both teams. As Kyo Kabat, the daughter of the former coach, is now on the floor. Kind of an awkward situation for her, don't you think?
I hope that doesn't really affect them on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, as long as she doesn't invite him to the Las Vegas stadium. But Summers, again, trying to do a reverse layup, no good this time.
Almost. No good. No good on that one. Conway.
Yeah, this time on the other end is good.
Sinks in.
And we're noticing a trend here that Texas is getting the better of LVG in the paint.
They are obviously playing hard, but can they play with this intensity for 3 quarters straight?
I would assume if they're going to play the strategy, yes, they're going to attempt it. But I think the bigger issue is foul trouble. 2 of their players already sitting at 2, and we still have another 4 minutes to go.
They have nothing to lose, so they might as well try all to
just get any wins down.
Yeah, streak going.
Yeah, and Brown no good there.
Oh, but let's see. Burger King, copyright. It's with the ball.
Ooh, free shooting foul there from Brown. Yeah, Berger Kane. See, now you got me saying it. Great. One of the players, many of the depth forwards for Texas that doesn't see as many minutes. And actually, we're going to see Malone bring the ball up the court. An interesting player for LVG. Acquired him last season. Started him, or at least did an experiment of starting him with Misha, but it didn't seem to work out too well. Now he finds himself coming off the bench.
I know he wanted to extend his life a little bit, and the court didn't really that he could appeal to, so he might as well figure to jump ship.
Yeah, I mean, he wanted to be a starter. I think that's why he left Dakota. But with this being his last year on the contract, do you expect him to re-sign anywhere?
I know he has a lot of pride, so some motivation may have their eyes set on him.
Well, they have to be committed to him being a starter, I'd imagine, because I can't see him being happy coming off the bench unless it's for a championship team. As Fisher with a step back jumper is good, 21-6. LVG has been lethargic here to start this game.
That or Texas has been driving them hard. I mean, 2 fouls on their starting forward. That does put a hindrance to the rest of the team.
And Texas just running their way with LVG right now. Malone missing his 3. We see Berger Kane coming up on the other end.
Can we get sponsored with this courtside live or with this SportsDen?
No, we can't, unfortunately. And a 3 there from Fisher.
Well, Brown. Passing it to Malone.
And Malone driving. Getting to the paint. Nice spin move. Gets around his defender and off the glass. First basket for LVG in 3 minutes.
You may call him old, but I call him experienced.
I mean, when he falls over with a broken leg, I'll call him old. As Darcy pulls down the ball. Look, just don't kill me, Malone, please. And Malone, again, off the glass, showing some life here still in those legs as he's just elevating himself over the defenders.
At this situation, we will all give it our all. Everything else.
I mean, that's one thing with Malone. You can never count him out. Like you said, he is one of the most experienced players, and we're going to see a shot clock winding down for Texas. They're forced to take a bad shot.
I'm back with the ball. He's trying to enter, but Texas does not.
Yeah, Berger Kane, one of the better defenders, at least as a pure defender. Keeping him out of the paint, but finally gets by. Wild shot, no call on the contact though.
If anything, TXS does have some have drafted some high-level rookies.
And Nerea's going to get the rebound. Zuleta from 3 lets it go. No good. Sackford with the offensive rebound. Third opportunity is no good. Brown pulling it down.
Don't you hate it when the third time is not the charm?
I mean, LVG's loving it right now considering Texas missed that opportunity, but for anyone else, they pray that on the third chance they would make it. And we're going to see Malone go on the line for 2 here. Get on the first. Malone himself is cutting this lead down. He scored 5 of LVG's 11 points here tonight.
But that last one, but see Fisher, Kurosaki, far away, and he makes it.
So you're going ahead.
Those difficult shots that has managed to connect. So we see this enormous lead for the away team.
Well, that and they've actually been hitting the 3-pointers, which is something I think LVG has yet to make. Is no good on the long shot, and Texas will get the final bucket here in all likelihood.
They managed to connect it. Fisher.
Yeah, Fisher going for the early shot is good, but leaving 9.5 seconds. That's plenty of time for LVG to get the court and take a shot.
Even if it's a 3.
Anything at this point, just get a shot off and make it count. Malone is good. 0.2 seconds left. Not a buzzer beater, but might as well be. As the first quarter comes to a close, 28-13. It's been
I'm pretty sure no one expected Texas to really come this hard this early.
Yeah, you could argue it's their defense holding LVG down. I mean, definitely Texas is on track to break 100. It's LVG I'm concerned with. Some of that was just poor rebounding on their part.
And they shelved Wayne pretty early, so that's a little bit of a hindrance. They do not want to lose. Oh, that was a hard foul on Dealback.
Yeah, the short squirrel there fouling Vixie Hallsworth. Going to send her the line for 2. Get on the first.
And sinks the second. Let's see, Dealback on the court. Pretty sure he's the shortest player at the moment.
He isn't. Kurosaki going to slam it down with a dunk. 30-15.
I think Texas's aim is to have double the score of Las Vegas.
Yeah, they're gonna have to answer back with 4 here. Is LVG getting the bucket to fall?
Dealback once again, the shortest one of the league at the moment, or
no,
enough?
he's not the shortest. The shortest I think is Kasielinchka, maybe. It's hard to tell. He's pretty short though.
No, Redon fan watch is 5'5".
Okay. And Kurosaki somehow to get the offensive rebound there. Again, Texas just poor rebounding. Another offensive rebound, and the third time is the charm, this time at least.
We have to see if the third time is actually the charm of the charm.
You're crossing yourself, and Kirkpatrick back on the floor is able to do a nice turnaround spin move to the paint.
Back with Texas with Dealback.
See Kirkpatrick gonna have
He's
to do some work.
He's been dwarfed by defense. Bergicane.
No good, but makes his own rebound again.
No good again.
So many offensive rebounds coming out from Texas here early. They are really giving it to LVG in the post.
I'll say I'm interested what the dynamic between the new coach and Kabad is faring.
Yeah, but Darcy doing a little bit of his own. 3 opportunities and gives it to Theo to put the bucket in. LVG down by 11 here.
When it comes to it, if it's easier to get the ball in the hoop, do it.
Ooh, and intercepted there by Darcy and bounced it around for a little bit. We're seeing a bit of fast break here as Vixie taking the shot. No good. Nerea's going to pull it down. Yeah, I mean, if you put up the second chance bucket and it just doesn't fall, it might just be time to give it up to someone else.
It was never yours to begin with.
Yeah. See, Hudson being surrounded by the defense, but I'm not sure who got the block there, really, because they basically sandwiched him.
Not that it's that hard of a task. I'm sorry, but
Hey, didn't you say you're like 5 foot? Just go on the floor right now and stand next to them. Make them feel taller.
fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, okay. Back to the.
Yeah, but Hallsworth, get
Let's
on
see
the.
if he outspoken.
Say, careful, you're going to end up back at your desk. LVG pulling it back within 9, single digit here.
They know they have to at least achieve a one possession deficit for on when the quarter ends.
I mean, that'd be ideal to end the half as close as Conway gets blocked by Kirkpatrick. Oh. That's the kind of defense we were missing with him off the floor, and he's going to just take it up himself from the free throw line is good. As you saw, Texas with a drought in the last 2 minutes, but LVG pulling it back.
They need to keep Kirkpatrick on the floor if they want to have the chance to overcome Texas.
Yeah, now Knight's going to need to step it up soon, in my opinion. I mean, Dennis back on the floor, spin move. Pump fake is good, but the defender is way too tall, and he would have not made it. But alley-oop!
Oh!
Knight to the rookie. He came out of nowhere there. That was a little violent. That just shut the crowd up. I mean, that's one way to get the momentum back in your favor.
Hand-eye coordination. Hand-paw coordination.
I mean, that's also just trusting your player to get the ball where you want it to. Knight showing the rookie how it's done when it comes to passing. And Kirkpatrick gets fouled from behind by 9. They're going to say it's a shooting foul.
He doesn't make it.
Yeah, no good on the first. On the second one, though, is good. LVG down by 8.
I've seen him a little bit rush with the free throws. Like, he could have made the first one if he took a little bit more of a breather.
Well, I mean, he's been running up and down the floor for the past couple possessions. This has not been a slow-paced game as Summers wide open, no good. Briley going to pull it down.
I know Las Vegas needs to do everything quick so to cut the deficit.
Yeah, but Kirkpatrick isn't advantageous, but he gives it back to Misha. He got bullied out of behind the basket there. And plays reset with only a few seconds on the shot clock. Not a lot of time to make a decision. Lisa drives in but gets fouled by Conway. That's his third now.
Considering her size, I don't know if that was the right decision, but...
I mean, she's fast. So, I mean, if you want to take it up with size, talk to Lance. That's his bread and butter is just weaving between defenders. Is LVG starting to have some problems with free throws. That's 2 or 3 misses now.
They need to, when it comes to stepping on the line, they need to really take a breather and focus.
Yeah, might be rushing a little bit too much there. They have like 15 seconds to take the shot, so use every second of it. Dennis loses the ball.
Oh.
2-on-2 fast break.
So I don't know if it was a pass or if it was just a swat. It didn't look like a pass. He was passing it to probably the first row.
Yeah, I mean, as long as no one gets hit from the first row, his shot is good there. LVG, surprisingly, back within 5 here.
They end the half actually leading.
I mean, now you're just changing your prediction. You can't do that. We have it all on tape. Nigel,
we have recent updates with this thing. It's not always.
Okay, it's like you're going to the casino floor and making a bet based on the line, but LVG quick 3, no good. Would have liked to have seen a play drawn up there.
That's why I don't gamble too much.
No good on the 3 attempt from Dennis. He's gone a little cold from the arc, but let's see if Misha can put one up. She hasn't done a lot here, but Hartnett spinning around. Ooh. Rookie can't even defend her.
Vegas had 1-3 away to tying.
Yeah, you're right. They're back to 1 possession here, but still 5 minutes to go. plenty of time for Texas to get back on a run.
There goes Knight. Back to White Black.
Oh, Lisa pokes it out.
Pokes it out, do you mean literally or?
No, literally. And Misha, wide open three from the left sideline is no good.
Knight with the ball. Knight with the ball.
Neither Knight nor Misha have had much of an impact here aside from some assists coming out.
To consider they're both the captains, so maybe they are trying to play a low key role.
And
For their two full their team.
Yeah, no good on the shot there. Again, LVG, the lead hasn't grown, so they could close it here as Lisa for three is good. We have ourselves a tied game.
No timer from the Lone Stars.
Yeah, I mean, for LVG, you just gave up a large lead in this quarter. You have to call timeout and reset here mentally because as soon as that lead disappeared, it's a whole new game now.
Can't tell if Las Vegas figured out what Texas is doing or if they just started to play hard.
I mean, honestly, Kirkpatrick coming back on the floor may have been the difference here. I don't think they have a plan set up if he goes out in the first minute of the game because of foul trouble. That is a very unexpected situation. As we're going to see actually a bit of a substitution of the bench players here. And White Latch going to slam it down. That is a design play there to get him to the paint.
You can say whatever you want of Banger, but you know, with White Latch didn't go away for Banger because he didn't have it. He still has the shot with Texas.
Yeah, and that was a good shot there. I was going to say, I mean, the fact that Texas was willing to give up a first-round pick should tell you that they had high expectations for the Collie.
Let's go, Knight. He's trying to drive in, but Las Vegas is not. Psychford, White Black.
Double team there in the post. They're not letting him get another dunk in, but this time Brown going to get called for the reach-in foul, so they'll get a free 14 seconds again. Seckford.
Along to support.
Seckford was trying to go for a fast pass tonight, but too many firsts in the way. But, oh, goodness. Is that fan okay in the first row? White Latch just sent it right into his face. Lisa, are you okay? You just got murdered on the floor there with that block.
She'll be fine. She looks intact.
Well, the fan's not the problem. Her's not the problem. It's the fan that just got smacked in the face by that. She almost took out the floor sweeper, too.
They buy first row tickets. They know what they are possibly getting into or what they're possibly getting thrown to.
Yeah, and Briley going to give LVG their first lead of the night. I mean, that's what the whole disclaimer's for at the bottom of the ticket, right? Saying that you're not responsible for any slash marks or missing teeth.
Don't know if you can keep the missing teeth.
Well, I mean, if they're your teeth, yes. The other team, no. And Texas, again, offensive rebound, and Nereus going to get back, and Brown with his third foul. Tie game here, but Nereus can give it back to Texas with a bucket, but no good. 3 minutes and change left for the two in the second quarter.
Texas has done really well, but they don't finish. They have.
Well, I mean,
they have a plan, but they don't finish. Compared with the other half, where they took risky shots without a plan, but they finished. They managed to get them in. What's going on?
Well, I think the adjustment from LVG has played a big role. Like I said, they've gone cold now. They've lost their defensive mojo. Is Kane gonna get it to the post from the free throw line, dishing it back out to Knight. Knight needs to make a bucket soon. He needs to be impactful here as he gives it back to Nereus. 1 second left. Taking a wild shot off the side of the iron, no good.
Let's see if someone finally breaks this tie. There's 2 minutes left. Lisa?
Going back to your revised prediction of LVG having the lead at the half, it is completely possible now. And Malone getting into the paint, needs to take a shot, blocked hard by Nereus. Texas leading the way with blocks here tonight.
That ball fell right into Marcus's night pass.
Yeah, but he couldn't make anything of it. He's just unable to do a fast break.
They know he's good with threes. They know they can't let him alone for a second.
But Seckford getting into the post, but Brown a little too close. The Skunk unable to get up a good shot there. Score has just stalled here. We might not even break 40 before the half ends.
What looked like a steamroll now it's a traffic jam.
I mean, exactly. It has become one. And Lisa gonna take the shot, blocked again, and shot clock violation because of the blocked shot.
Back to the Lone Stars of this.
Yeah, we Lone Stars ball and technically a turnover on her and a missed shot, unfortunately. And Huts Zuleta giving over to Fisher. Gonna go for an alley-oop to Seckford.
Oh.
Seckford left way too open.
Right.
What's that, like the third or fourth dunk from Texas here tonight?
I said playing hard also includes playing flash.
Yeah, but Malone unwilling to let them rebuild a lead. He refuses, tying it up 40 apiece. But Zuleta, the teardrop, he had an open lane. He could have taken a layup, but he misses the shot.
Couldn't even dunk. Come on.
Well, I mean, not everyone can dunk, Mr. 5 foot. Briley gets the better of his man. No good, though. Gets his own miss, but blocked from behind.
They do not want to break this tie.
No, but Berger Kane off the glass from close range is good. 32 seconds left. That's about 2 possessions should they use the shot clock to the fullest.
I was almost gonna say if we were gonna have 42-42 overtime.
I mean, no, this isn't college basketball. And they brought Kyoka Ba back on the floor for Lisa's Brown backing down the post. Off the glass, ring around the Rosie is good. 42 apiece with 14 seconds left. Texas might have the last shot here if they choose to utilize the shot clock. They could have a lead here, or we could go to a tie game and completely prove any of your predictions wrong. As Berger Kane for 3, no good.
We went from an absolute lead for Texas to an absolute tie.
Well, I mean, to be fair, if it depends on what quarter you want to look at. Texas obviously dominated the first quarter, but LVG, it's like they switched jerseys mid-game, took over and matched them stride for stride. And as you see, like literally, field goal percentage equivalent between the two. Number of steals pretty much the same. Only difference is blocks between the Lone Stars and the Wild Cards. And we're gonna
if I have to say something, it's how low-key both Marcus and Misha have been.
And it might just be good defense on both their parts. Like I said, I identified them as key components, and it might come down to which of the two of them steps up. And we're gonna look at the stats real fast here as I read them off. Fenris Briley, 4 points, 7 rebounds, 2 for floor with 1 offensive rebound. Lisa DuPont, 1 for 6, a lot of those being blocked shots. But she has 6 points still and 2 steals. Quintessa Hartnett, perfect from the floor, 4 points and 3 rebounds, and a steal as well for the Big Cat. Misha Maxwell, 1 for 3. She missed her 2 3-pointers earlier, but she's given up 3 assists. So she's been the best guard for the wild card so far. Moby, 2 points, 2 rebounds, a turnover, and 1 for 5 from the floor. Kyo Kabat, a rebound and an assist in her 10 minutes. Ryan Malone, 9 minutes, 9 points, 4 for 7, being the leader of the bench, having to drag LVG along here, contributing almost a fourth of their points here. Kirkpatrick also with only 9 minutes because of his early foul trouble, but limited it to only 2 in that first minute, but 5 points and 2 rebounds. Theodore Rockwell, 1 block, 1 rebound, and 2 points. Noah Brown, a bit of everything, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and 2 points, but 1 for 4, not doing the best from the floor.
And 3 fouls.
And 3 fouls. I mean, he's a bench player. It's okay if he fouls out. Darcy, 3 rebounds, assist, a steal. And Vixie Hallsworth, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, giving her 6 points. She is putting Texas in foul trouble. Switching on over to Texas. Again, we said Marcus Knight, 0 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals. At least being active with the ball, even if he's not making the buckets. Nereus, 4 points, 6 rebounds, 2 for 3, with 3 of them being offensive rebounds. Cassie Whitelatch, 6 points, 8 rebounds, and a block, and Nereus also with 2 blocks. Cassidy leading the way in field goal percentage for Texas with 3 for 4 and 2 offensive rebounds, doing it on both sides of the ball. Nigel Conway 2 for 6, 4 points, and an assist. A couple of those being dunks there, as we see in the highlights. And 3 fouls as well. Dennis Summers, the rookie, 9 points, 4 for 8, so shooting 50% from the floor, 2 assists and a steal. Berger Kane, 4 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 for 5 with 2 free throws. Kitanovska, I refuse to say his name, 2 points, 1 rebound, 1 steal, and Zuleta, 2 assists. Seckford coming off the bench, 9 points, 2 points, 9 minutes, 2 points, 3 rebounds, 1 block, and that dunk coming in. Fisher, being the veteran for LVG, was Texas was 7 points off the bench, 3 for 6. Kurosaki, 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 for 3, and the short man that you like to point out, 3 minutes and not getting much done.
If it makes it easier for you, instead of like his name, like you said with Moby, let's just call this one Christie.
Sure. I mean, I'm waiting for a team to just tank and only pick players with the worst names, just so they can go to a sports den and laugh at Marcus and I.
If any John Smiths out there are watching.
And oh my God, Maxwell, you're quiet in the first half, but coming out with a dunk on the second possession.
Vegas really wants to make a statement.
Yeah, I mean, LVG. And now Knight going for a 3. No good. Would have been big there to answer back with one of his own.
DuPont with ball, but she's been really well guarded. Long pass to Bradley.
Yeah, those are some dangerous passes over the post like that. But we're going to give it to Misha now. Looks like they're going to let her go one-on-one isolation.
Clock is running out. They have to do something. Quick.
Well, the step back works. She's maybe got a pep talk at halftime. That's 2 quick baskets for her.
Wide back with ball.
And Briley just going for a reach in there. I mean, that's one way to limit the player. If as soon as they get the ball, you foul them trying to steal it, they can't get a shot off.
We see back to Conway.
Marcus Knight giving it up to Christie off the backboard. No good. Look, you said it. It's your fault. Misha going for a quick shot, but blocked. But Hartnett couldn't get the block shot back and just turns around and lays it up and in. She could have dunked it there, but going for the soft touch.
Sometimes it enters easier soft.
Yeah, and ooh, missed shot from Dennis. He actually almost had a chance to save it, but gonna go out of bounds, so it will be LVG ball. Keep an eye out on Misha. She's catching fire very quickly here, and LVG with their first legitimate lead of the game at 6 points here.
And it's back to them with Maxwell. Back to the pond.
And Hartnett making a wild shot. I mean, you talked about Texas making those in the first quarter. Someone check the ball and make sure it's not weighted. I think LVG may have put some trick balls in.
I think they have shaved the dice. Thomas with the oh, that was good. Well, not well.
But Conway reaching up and pulling it out of the air there. Summers.
That was a wild 3 with oh.
Well, Kirkpatrick apparently was feeling a little lonely without getting another foul and decided to go for a swipe there. That's his third, though, so as long as he doesn't get any more early here, I don't think we'll see him pulled off the floor.
Just his third, he's good to go, but if it goes to the land of 4 or 5, it's going to be risky.
Yeah, I mean, I always say you can have one more foul than the quarter it is, and he can probably get one more, but Whitelash going for a 3. Not his shot, but Kitanoski, no good.
Sometimes when you get in the FBA, you just get assigned a nickname. So if it's Christy and if you like it, and if you don't, I'm
Change your
sorry.
name. Change your name.
John Smith. Any John Smiths out there, the draft is open. They can sign up.
I mean, that might be. I might give them top 24 right there just for their name. Hartnett on the turnaround jumper, no good.
Right back with the ball. They're guarding Knight well. They do not want him to make any three.
Yeah, but Knight's still struggling. The defense is smothering him. Whereas Misha has stepped up here, he has just continued to struggle.
Possible that teardrop and that's in. It's possible that TXS tries to drown Kirkpatrick first, then Misha.
Perhaps, but quick turnover. Misha stealing the ball away from Knight, and he's trying to put. He's not even trying to let her cross the half-court line there, but Kirkpatrick just unloaded to punt.
That was almost a slap.
It was almost. I mean, he was pushing her pretty aggressively. Now Knight, some frustration. That's his third foul on the reach-in. And Fenris gonna get subbed out here. Let's see if.
I was kidding when I said it was a slap. You don't need to literally prove and foul.
I mean, it was just some paw slapping. It's okay. The ref called it, saw it, all that. Lisa against Nigel.
Back, long pass. Kirkpatrick with the layup.
Yeah, that was just too easy of a turnaround jumper. Knight not used to guarding the post like that.
With the ball. Pass to Christie. Almost loses the ball.
And Summers for three. He's finally able to make one. He'd gone dry. He'd gone completely cold from beyond the arc, but pulling Texas back within 6.
It's possible that Texas wants to relay a little bit more on Dennis to distract from Knight.
And Lisa gonna go to the post play there and just gets around Dennis on her own.
Las Vegas now has a pretty big chance to extend to double digits and beyond. Right.
But White Latch gets the good positioning there.
We got two tall dog sets. It's sometimes hard to tell them off.
Yep.
Well. He probably should have driven up there, but
I mean, it works out in the end as a lay in there from Quintessa. That's her 10th point. Only 3 rebounds shy of a double-double.
Just needs to timeout. I wasn't gonna say that just needs to act fast, but that timeout also works.
Well, I mean, again, they have 6 minutes and some change left in this third quarter, so there's plenty of time left to make adjustments here, but I think it's just their players are getting shut down. Knight just not being able to buy a basket here. No one's willing to give him a line of credit here in Vegas. His White Latch off the inbound is no good.
To Vegas. Matsuko with the 3.
And it is good. Nisha is literally scoring all her points here in this third quarter. Now they're going to give Andy the ball to bring it up the court.
That really needs to drive this. Really needs to drive the points quick.
Yeah, we're getting Knight involved from beyond the arc, but he has just been so cold. It's a risk to do so. Summers giving it up to the rookie. White Latch is not the one he should be taking the 3 shot, but right now he's as good as Knight. Well, he's as good as Knight is shooting 3s right now, it seems.
What shade? Maxwell back.
Yeah, Dennis.
One or they want to find space from Maxwell to shoot the 3, but
yeah, Dennis a little too close there for her, but now he finds himself on the wrong side of a size disadvantage.
Then back to Sackford, then White Lag, Knight.
That's a beautiful screen, but giving it to Summers, who is wide open on the right side, and is good. Summers with the 3.
Maybe they need to check on Summers from the far away instead of Marcus.
Well, I mean, honestly, Marcus was driving to the paint, and the help defense was a little too quick. Bixie turnaround jumper's no good, and Hartnett called for the over the back call there. So Texas still gets to keep the ball, but that's another foul for Hartnett now. And
the Vegas starters are getting quick to foul, but
yeah, I was going to say, but they've taken Summers out now, so only Fisher possibly going to reign the beyond the arc in for Texas, but LVG just needs to stay the course right now with the bench on the floor.
Scabat, but cannot drive in. That was a wild pass to Rockwell, but it connected.
Yeah, Rockwell able to make it work, and again, just no one between him and the basket once he gets the ball. It just takes a simple spin move, and he's around his defender. Seckford, fadeaway jumper. No good. The problem with Texas is sometimes they're just taking bad shots, and Malone against Hudson, this is the Rue could literally just step on him and murder him at this point. So, and blocked by Andy. Back to Malone.
Have to watch out because you're also 5 foot something yourself.
Hey, I'm 5'9". It's okay. I'm literally head and shoulders taller than you.
I'm not that short. Okay.
Okay, you're 4'4". Seckford back to Berger Kane.
Or changing me. Okay, Berger.
Seckford nearly losing the ball there, and Hudson one-on-one. Gonna get blocked by Malone. And another shot clock violation here, this time for Texas.
When you have to take a 3 and you're guarded like that, it's almost.
Well, I mean that's what happens.
For it to even hit the rim.
I mean the problem is when the shot clock winds down like that, you're the only one who can shoot. So Malone has such a great internal clock that he can know what the clock is and just jump and commit to a shot block.
He don't even need a shot clock. It's all in his head. Going with a 3. I almost went in. That wasn't good. Deal back.
Yeah, and Moby gonna get called.
Foul on Mr. Bala Subramaniam.
And that's actually an interesting stat. Almost all the assists are coming from the backcourt for Texas here tonight. And we're going to see, obviously, Berger Kane going to the line.
He was really well regarded in his draft.
Yeah, even though he hasn't really found much of a place on Texas, with this being his last season on his contract, could see him traveling around the league, shopping around for a new destination, especially since Texas is still in that rebuilding mode.
But it's always the question that will the rebuild end and will the building finally be built?
I mean, it's like building an airport. It never stops. So I'm pretty sure they'll just be forever rebuilding. I mean, you flew in, right? You saw the construction at the airport. As Berger Kane going to get another reach-in. A lot of reach-in fouls called here tonight.
Everyone's a little bit too grabby today.
I mean, it was Valentine's Day a couple days ago.
Oh.
But Nereus going to intercept the pass from Malone there. Fisher in transition decides to pull up right there. No good. Rockwell, despite being the open shot, Fisher unable to make the basket.
No, he probably had the space to drive a little bit in, or to step a little bit farther. That was a little bit of a weird position to shoot.
Yeah, I mean, despite being open, I think it would have been better to take a three-pointer. Malone steps in, high arcing shot is good.
He just taps it in.
Yeah, that's his 11th or 12th point here in this game. Coming off the bench is leading the way for LVG.
Fisher. Quick pass to Nereus.
Yeah, Texas just needs to probably call another timeout and work on a game plan here. Their close shots aren't working. Their shots in transition aren't working. Nothing is working as we're going to see Keo going for a quick shot. No good.
Not good.
Fisher. Fisher from close range somehow gets it to work. Apparently it just takes putting the small guy against the center for it to go in.
Even if the plan for Texas is whatever they did for the first quarter, do it again.
Well, I mean, get 3 fouls in the first minute, I guess, is Keo Kabat trying to go in against Reyes is no good.
Back to deal back. Back to deal back.
Yeah, keep an eye on, I was like, keep an eye on Fisher, even though he's going to take the shot from where he missed earlier, and this time still no good.
Okay, one more time. Take it the third time.
Hey, we're not doing that. Rockwell, offensive rebound and just a light slam dunk.
Oh.
Or, I mean, I can't even call it a slam dunk. It was like a finesse finger roll dunk. He barely crested the rim.
A tappy tap dunk?
Sure, we'll go with that. The hybrid getting it down. Texas forced to pull up there, no good. And with that, LVG will have the chance for the final shot. They are up by double digits here, but Malone in transition is no good. That leaves so much time for Texas. Hudson, fast break. One-on-one, goes for the shot, but blocked.
Oh.
That's just
one.
And Malone is going for a full court heave, no good, but that's like the 5th time Hudson has been blocked here tonight. He just needs to stop shooting, I guess.
Seems like no one wanted to take the last shot. They all just rushed in. They had time to. Vegas had time to think about it, but they try to drive with the points.
Yeah, and I mean Hudson just, I don't know why he decided to do that right then and there, but Texas down by 10. We saw them catch on fire in the first quarter, so they're not. It's not an insurmountable lead, but it's not looking good with the past 2 quarters as evidence. Only good news is Texas will technically start with the ball here. Just a slow play. Finally maybe actually drawing up some plays here, but I'm not saying anyone get open for Fisher, so gives over to Berger Kane.
Look at it. There's only 3 seconds. Come on.
Now long 2, but Whitelatch, offensive rebound and the putback. That's Brown's 4th foul, so he'll go to the line for 2.
At this point, anything to cut the deficit does work.
Yeah, I mean, he could get a double-double here if he makes both of these. He's going the first.
Will he be good on the second?
It is, so that is Texas back within single digits, but DuPont back on the floor, and that stat right there, look at how few times Texas went to the line the first half. 3 points for LVG, and Fisher with another reach, and that's his 3rd.
Sometimes he has pass guys. Just don't get too filthy right now. It's risky. Driving in.
Yeah, and that's just Texas looking at their field goal percentage, 5 of 22. They have absolutely gone cold here, or LVG has found a way to just stop them completely. But Nerea spinning around, no good. Briley, good defensive play there. DuPont on other end, no good. What do you think Texas needs to do here to get back in this game? They just have not been converting.
That's whatever they did on the first quarter, like messed up with Vegas's mind, and they probably the little stir that they could cause.
And Conway with the miss and his own offensive rebound, stuck at the free throw line, has to make a decision here. Gives it to Nereus, who jumps over.
That's sinking.
Yeah, he does sink it in, getting over the defense. DuPont.
Yeah, with the bond. Needs to find someone quick.
Yeah, you see a lot of motion on the floor, but no real plan coming together.
They're trying to bully her to lose the ball, but Malone.
Double teamed.
Bully Malone.
Blocked by Berger Kane.
You can bully Malone that way.
Well, I mean, if you have two people on him, yes, he can miss, in fact.
Stepping way back.
Yeah, but that opens the post if they spread out like that. Keep an eye on Whitelatch. Spinning around is good. Not even using the glass there, just swishing it in from so far away.
I don't know if they are hot right now, but they are definitely turning on the preheat.
Well, I mean, they're within 6, and Brown with the turnaround jumper is no good. Texas, this is their opportunity to really get this lead cut down here, but play smart.
Berger. Back to Fisher.
No good, but Nereus gets the ball back. Yeah, chance to. I would have put the bucket up there. He only had Lisa between him and the basket.
Fisher needs to. Back to the point with the ball. Las Vegas. They do not want to miss the lead that they.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a 4-point game here. They have quite an opportunity here. They can't afford to let Texas get back in there as we see a mass substitution for both teams. And an alley-oop to Briley there is good. Fenris off the inbound play design works out for him.
They got 8 minutes to keep this lead, but that's a foul on the punt. That wouldn't bode well. Back to Texas.
Yeah, 19 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time to get a play going. It's kind of hard after that shot, but Dennis for 3 quickly is no good. He was hot earlier with 2 back-to-back threes, but missing that one there. Wasting an opportunity.
Do you see that big dive? That was a...
Quintessa here, 20 minutes on the floor, has put up 12 points. And Knight for 3 is good. No, they're saying his foot was on the line. That's a 2-pointer.
So close to being able to close the lead.
I mean, 2 points, they'll take it, but I mean, that might be some confidence there for him.
I just hope the game doesn't end in 1-point possession. It would be really hard. It's really heartbreaking for shooting guards to have their feet on the line.
Well, Knight again, that's his second bucket. Finally finding some separation from Misha. That's 4 quick points for him.
But that's a foul on Summers. It's back to Las Vegas. Ellie, Maxwell to the punt.
Yeah, DuPont needs to get something going here. Honestly, playing through Hartnett might be the best option for LVG. But Briley, he's hit some threes in the past, but no good there. And Knight going to get called for the loose ball foul.
Yeah, but getting a 3 in the pass is kind of a really big time.
Yeah, but the big problem here, LVG gets to keep possession after that foul. That was a bad foul to have there for Knight.
But it rescued Las Vegas from a bad shot.
I mean, yeah, and then they're going to go the fadeaway from Kirkpatrick. Okay, Knight in transition. They're leaving him open. If he wants to, he could have taken the shot, but maybe not feeling it from beyond the arc tonight. But Summers makes it work. LVG only with a 1-point lead here.
I would say Texas is back to being hot right now. Kirkpatrick. Guarded. No good. Back to Texas. They could overtake the lead again.
And that is exactly what happened. A run here late. Texas up by 1.
Las Vegas needs to act quickly. They got 6 minutes to turn this game.
I'm surprised. I mean, they only have 3 timeouts left, which is the problem, because that would have been a great time to call it. But quick pass to Briley. Bounces around, but he gets the lead back.
Almost looked like that it was going to be a heartbreaker, but it was a pleaser.
Well, I mean, still, LVG fans in the crowd right now, down only with 1 play. Oh my God, Conway losing the ball. Misha again picked up, but she has to slow it down.
And for that one.
Well, Yank, Kirkpatrick with the backdoor layup. Back to 3-point game for LVG.
Just hear collective sighing from the audience, but sighs of relief.
Yeah, but look at this. LVG is double teaming Dennis. They're not going to let him get a shot off here. And in fact, DuPont steals it in the double team.
You know Summers is good on the backcourt.
And Misha going up, no good. Hartnett, offensive rebound and putback. LVG is back up by 5 here.
Cut by 5 and only 5 left.
But again, Texas, they were and still are on a bit of a run here. If they can keep it up as they double team again, but Knight for 3. If he's going to make it, this is the time, but no good. But Whitelatch, offensive rebound. He has saved their skin so many times tonight with those second chance buckets.
He has kept out of foul trouble, so they know they can rely on him to play a little bit risky tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he is fighting for these rebounds. And DuPont blocked there by Conway.
And double teamed. Knight back. Back to Whitelatch.
I mean, Whitelatch just needs to get to the post apparently to get for the offensive rebound, but Nigel going to step into the shot, rattling around, so many bounces, but does not fall. He's going to want that one back. That should have been a bucket there.
This right we could be close to seeing the dagger.
Yeah, and Kirkpatrick, that's his 13th point here. LVG really missed him in that first quarter, but he is making up for it here tonight. Up by 5 once again with that bucket.
Almost loses the ball. Covers it. Back to Summers. A quick handover to Conway.
He's running out of time. Needs to make a decision. He goes for the shot, but Kirk slamming it down. Kitchenovsky. I mean, we can almost call that an alley-oop because Nigel completely missed the rim, and the rookie just cleaned it up for him with a slam dunk there. Defense was too busy trying to block Nigel.
Vegas needs to watch out for.
Yeah, and Misha
finishing
losing
those risky shots.
Yeah, Misha losing the ball there too. So this is a turnover with Texas having the ball now. Big opportunity for them. A 3 here would tie it with only 3 minutes and 9 seconds left in this quarter.
Need to watch that perimeter, Vegas.
And Dennis loses the ball almost, but recovers it. DuPont almost with the steal. Nigel loses the ball. LVG so close twice now to steal, but Nigel going for a tough shot. No good. Misha with the ball.
3 here could end this.
I mean, there's still quite a few possessions left, but I'm not liking this matchup. It's not going to go well. Hartnett finally getting the help on defense, but
watch it for 3.
Whew, and now a 3-point
Hartnett
play.
with the and the foul.
Yeah, you could see how bad that was turning out. The defense had just been put in a horrible situation with their matchups. Hartnett had about a 2-foot height advantage on her defender, and even then, once the shot went up, it was all LVG jerseys around the basket. That was an easy, easy bucket. Dennis needed to foul harder as she gets the basket to fall. 84-78 here.
They really need to really get on with the threes and the faraway shots.
Yeah, or they need to stop LVG here. Is quick pass to Whitelatch for a dunk.
Oh.
Good play from Dennis, reading the defense, collapsing on him.
Back to a 4-point game.
Yes, a
And
stop.
in 2 minutes there's a lot of time.
Exactly, is Misha getting the assist from
Oh.
DuPont for the alley-oop dunk of her own.
2
Big
minutes and
flying
6
cat.
points. That's a little bit less time.
I mean, still a 2-possession game, but now the crowd is back in it after that dunk. That gets them off their seats. Now Texas is going to have to combat this crowd. Conway with the ball. Reach and foul is called on Misha.
Cannot afford to be clumsy, to be handsy like that at a point like this.
I mean, honestly, it might just be them trying to put pressure on Texas and not let them be comfortable at all. Summers with the ball, though. Driving around, giving it back to Knight. Knight, if you're going to make it 3, this is the time. But he loses the ball. Picks it back up. Shot from inside the paint is good. I mean, he'll count anything at this point. That's 6 points.
It's not a 3, but it's something.
I mean, again, 4 points. They just need to stop LVG here for a chance.
A chance, and if it's a 3, it's even worse.
Yeah, I mean, LVG just trying to get a bucket up is DuPont. No good. Texas now. 1 minute left to go. Down by 4. It's any kind of basket right now in there, in my opinion. Don't worry about the 3. Just get a bucket.
Indeed. If it's a bucket and a foul, better. Like, get the full combo.
Yeah, and Whitelatch, speaking of which, will get fouled, but just not able to get the bucket, so he will go to the line for 2.
Will 2 points be enough?
I mean, all they have to do is stop LVG, and they can tie it up. If he makes this shot, and he does, Cassidy is dragging Texas back into this game.
We got 45 seconds.
They almost lose the ball, and a block from behind. Hartnett with the 3rd opportunity finally makes it fall. LVG, that was a dangerous full-court pass that almost got intercepted.
Hartnett has found her way, even if with team chemistry it could be her individual self, but she has found it.
Yeah, I mean, she's still obviously developing a repertoire with these players, but I mean, it's kind of easy just to throw it up there to the Big Fur and watch her do her work against the rookie. But keep an eye out for the 3-point play. I expect Summers probably to put a shot up here. Texas needs a bucket. And see him breaking to the right sideline for 3.
Summers!
No good, though, and they're going to have to foul.
No.
And they're going to probably foul again just to get the bonus going.
And Vegas thinks it here. Oh.
Yeah, it's in there. They have to get her to the line. They can't wait to shot clock out. They're down by 2 possessions. They just have to hope she misses one.
Yeah, but 3 possessions in 30 seconds is already really risky.
Well, I mean, they're down by 6. That's still 2 possessions, assuming they make a 3 and get a steal and make another 3, which, with how tonight has gone, means LVG just needs to double or triple team Summers, and they've completely shut down Texas.
Need to bet all on 0.
I mean, yeah, it's like a 1% chance of Texas being able to pull this back, but it's all going to come down. Ooh, bounced it off the Hartnett's chest there, right back out of bounds.
I wonder if that hurt. I wonder if that hurt because I know
basketball's
basketball's a punch.
Probably not. But again, we need to see a quick 3 here. Shot clock starting to wind down. Summers calling for the screen. Drives to the paint instead and puts up the shot off the glass. No good. That might be the game there. Is down by 6, but they're still going to go ahead and foul. Hope that maybe she misses both of these shots, but if she makes even one, this is game.
Yes, but it is Maxwell. Like, dude, she could really.
I mean, she made the shot. That's honestly game there. I mean, obviously, Texas is going to keep their starters on the floor, but LVG going ahead and putting in their reserves just to play strong defense.
If it was Hartnett that it was fouled, it could have a chance, but Maxwell was going to get those 2.
Yeah, I mean, jitters are still a thing, even if she's been in the league for a few years, and Summer's going to take a long 3 attempt, but no good. We should see LVG just dribble out the clock here as we do. Final score, 92 Vegas, 84 Texas. Not the score I was expecting after that first quarter.
Not everything has to. Not everything can be triple digits, but it can always be exciting.
Yeah, and quickly looking over the stats, Fenris Briley, 8 points, 10 rebounds, missed out on a double-double. Lisa DuPont, 8 points, 3 steals, 6 assists, picking it up on the point guard side there in the second half. Still struggled with shooting, though, but being blocked multiple times. Quintessa Hartnett, 19 points, 13 rebounds, 2 blocks, 9 for 12 from the floor, shooting lights out tonight with 4 offensive rebounds. Misha Maxwell, 15 points, 5 assists, 3 steals, 50% from the floor, and 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Like you said, she does not miss often. Wayne Kirkpatrick, 13 points, 4 rebounds, assist, and a block, 6 for 11. Ryan Malone started to slow down a bit there in the second half, but 11 points total and 2 blocks, pulling it up on defense. Rockwell, 6 points, 3 rebounds, and a block. Perfect from the floor, 3 for 3, but did not get a lot of shooting opportunities coming off the bench. But also pulled down an offensive rebound. And Moby, 2 points, 3 rebounds, 1 for 6. Did not see a lot of court time in the second half. Keo Kabat, 0 for 3 for her shots tonight, but 2 rebounds and 2 assists. And only an offensive rebound, in fact, for the short girl. And Darcy, 8 rebounds, pulling them all down as a Sabretooth. 1 assist and 1 steal. Noah Brown didn't see a lot of time, especially with 4 fouls. And Vixie Hallsworth, 6 points, 2 rebounds. And Brown, like I said, 4 points, 3 rebounds, and not really doing a lot. But for Texas, eyes on Cassidy, 7 for 11, almost going stride for stride with Quintessa there, 16 rebounds and 18 points. Marcus Knight started to find some groove there in the second half, but 3 of 10 shooting is not enough. 6 points, 6 assists, 3 steals, and 3 rebounds. Nigel Conway, 2 for 10, 4 points, 4 assists, a steal, a block, and a rebound. And
about 12 10.
Yeah, like I said, both him and Knight not doing the best here tonight. Summers, though, 21 points, 8 for 17, 5 for 11 from beyond the arc, the only real three-point shooter for Texas here tonight. But 5 turnovers costly there and a steal. Kitanovsky, 6 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 blocks and a steal, 3 offensive rebounds. Nereus, 4 offensive rebounds, both of them shooting 3 buckets to end with 6 points, and 10 rebounds for Nereus. Berger Kane, 1 block, 4 assists, 6 rebounds, 6 points, most of them coming from the free throw line. Fisher, 11 points, 2 assists, 5 for 13 with 1 3-pointer to be the only compliment to Summers there. Zuleta, 2 assists, and he's second for 2 points, 4 rebounds. Kurosaki didn't see any extra floor time, 4 points and 2 rebounds.
Overall, just because 2 teams may be struggling doesn't mean the game cannot really be dynamic.
Yeah, and just looking over how they played quarter, like we said, the Texas looked like it was going to be a blowout, up by 15 there to end the first quarter. Every meaningful statistic was in their favor, and then Texas just fell apart, and LVG suddenly switched gears and answered back again in the second quarter, tying it up to go into the third quarter, 42 points apiece. I mean, shooting the same percentage for the most part.
He ended with a steamroll from one direction in the first quarter to a draw in the first half, and then a steamroll in the third quarter.
Well, I mean, yeah,
like we really connected close on the last one.
I mean, she came. LVG continued the momentum, and honestly, the fact that Texas was able to get a lead there in the fourth quarter shows how close to the game this was. However, in the end, it's the wild cards that close it out. As you said, Texas unable to finish. You said that a few times in the game.
In the end, in this crazy dynamic world that is the FBA, you have to really keep updated with your predictions as much as a stockbroker in New York.
Yeah. I mean, you also technically lost the bet, though, about who was going to be winning at the half.
I didn't put money on the bet, so I am fine.
Yeah, no Burger King for you.
We still get spawns. Can we still get spawns?
No, you're kicked off the set. It's okay. But, like I said there, unfortunately, Texas with the loss here, LVG with a win, possibly building up on some momentum going forward. Next Sports Den will actually be the Rookie All-Star Game, and followed by the All-Star Game. And then, not too many days after that, we'll be flying out to Seattle on the 28th to watch Williamsburg at Seattle. I've been Ryan Eastman, and joining me tonight was Zane Donovan. Thank you for joining me, Zane.
Thank you for having me, and you're welcome for sharing the space with me. No, just kidding. Thank you so much for having me, and hope you had a really fun time.
Yeah, but I hope all the fans
Bye,
out there
guys.
enjoyed it too. I've been Ryan Eastman, and please tune in next time for the All-Star Week Challenge games. Have a good night.